Looking for options. So a real showpiece win. This stop was simply in an easy win. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
I think we just saw determined to deliver it, and they did.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Que los voluntarios de cada sección se presenten inmediatamente en la sala de personal.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real... He leaps for it!
Oh, not the best of headers.
Vinicius Junior really couldn't have done much better with that. He was under so much pressure.
De Ligt playing game number 100 for his current employers.
Well, that milestone might be on the back of his mind, Peter, although I'm pretty sure he'll just go about his business as usual. It's just one of the many achievements he'll go on to reach from here.
Araujo. And it's Vega.
To Bruno Fernandes. João Cancelo.
And it's Neves.
And it's Bernardo Silva.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing.
Bellingham. Spread to the right. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Rodriguez. Bernardo Silva. To Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
That's a nicely shaped ball.
Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Tries one from range! Not a bad try by any means.
Well, he doesn't have hit a clean strike. The moment he was in that position, you knew he was going to smash it.
Rodri.
So we're still where we started right now. Aimed beyond the defence.
Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
And it's Mendes.
Pedro Neto providing an outlet on that flank.
No outsmarting him this time.
Bruno Fernandes goes short. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. And now they can spring out of defence. He's in one-on-one. Can he finish? Oh, it's come off the upright.
Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
Bernardo Silva receives it in a wide position.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Terrific effort! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Bruno Fernandes gets across and deals with it. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And here's Vinicius Junior.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Vitinha, spread out to the left. Oh, lovely bit of skill. He has found the way through. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Pedro Neto. They've got a throw in. Hakimi. Now it's Pedro Neto. Gets a good foot in there. Bellingham. Rodri. And it's Fernandes. And here's Ferran Torres. Fernandes. And he's quick to snatch it back.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And it's Vitinha. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Vega. Now João Neves. Nicely shaped ball. That has been cut short. Bruno Fernandes. João Neves. This is a promising build-up. He's shifting through the gears here. Nuno Mendes. And he's whipped it across. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Bruno Fernandes with the short one.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres. That's very neat. Backward it goes. That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So neither side has found a way through yet.
Yeah, 0-0, but definitely not from the want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. So off we go again.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Vitinha, can he latch on to this? And he was alert to it. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Araujo gets over and intercepts. Bellingham. Here's Ferran Torres.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Pedro Neto. Nuno Mendes. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were...
Vinicius Junior! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Vitinha. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Bernardo Silva. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Now it's Ferran Torres. Pinches it off him.
Substitutions taking place.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Great ball, and he's in. He's had a shot! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Malaysia really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Cleared away. Oh, good ball! And now a sudden chance to counter. Araujo. Ferran Torres. That's going wide left. Vitinha can get it clear. Fernandez wins the duel this time. Malaysia disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That's an imaginative pass. And he was quick to react. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains nil. He'll try from distance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Not the most convincing of passes. Oh, it's come loose. Well timed, excellent interception. João Cancelo. Araujo. Nuno Mendes. Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
It's going to be another throw. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Takes a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Substitution for Malaysia. Number 9.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Kane getting the call here in what can be interpreted. Tries a shot! It's fallen kindly here. Goal! And that could well be the winner.
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
Malaysia have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
Time and again they are repelled.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. 1-0 as we head towards the end. Well, nicely intercepted. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Now it's Ferran Torres. Oh, nice touch. And it's Rodriguez. He's going for goal! And that is wildly off target. So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Bellingham, looking for the run. Oh, Red, nice interception.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Araujo. And it's Mendes. And Mendes. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Saad. And it's gone back to the keeper. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. De Ligt. Rodri. And time is up. Malaysia have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends will be written. It is time to turn the page. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
Hello everybody and welcome to today's match. And please welcome our lads to the field.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Someone I really like a lot, Peter, is 𝒂𝒚𝒂𝒏 𝑱𝒂𝒓𝒊. You can't get much better than him when it comes to taking the ball up the pitch into midfield and then linking up with his midfielders and his attackers, sometimes driving even further forward. He really is amongst the very best in the world at doing this.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
So we're up and running. Mbappe was in no mood for any of that. Good take, and is he in? And Messi! In he goes again! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And it's hoisted clear. Now it's Bellingham. Can he finish? And it's a goal! That was easy, almost too easy.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
After 4 minutes,
Tottenham finding themselves unexpectedly
22,
behind.
Bellingham.
And this is Messi. 𝒂𝒚𝒂𝒏. Now Neymar. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! Mbappe! Irrepressible! A finish of true class! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So that's 2 now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And Messi! Oh, split-second reaction.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And now he has 2. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Bellingham. He's a sharp little... Takes a shot! And that's a tidy finish. And they're threatening to fly away here.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
After 16 minutes is number
Things
9.
looking so easy, almost too easy here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Deliver. And the shot! He's got a goal! And with that, he takes home the match ball.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Pass somewhat off target. Palmer. Neymar. And this is Ronaldo. Tottenham disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Messi in acres of space out wide. And the shot! Crossbar comes to the rescue.
Welcome to modern football. You get hounded by everyone.
Some front-footed pressing going on here. And here's Ferran Torres. And it's Rodriguez. Deliver. And a header! And a neat finish. He has gobbled up his 20th goal.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
He's got 4. That is remarkable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
It's gone in, and it is an own goal.
Oh, it's unfortunate. Took a touch off the defender, and that can happen.
So a lead courtesy of an own goal. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Aims beyond the... Shoots!
Well taken goal. How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Is number 9.
How many? Just how many?
Looking wide.
And this is Ronaldo. Neymar. Foot in. Bellingham on a hat-trick. What do you think that'll mean to him, Jim?
Well, I think it'll mean a huge amount to him. The way he's been playing, I fully expect him to turn his 2 goals into 3. His appetite has been brilliant, and he totally merits a third.
He looks a really hungry player right now.
Now it's Ferran Torres. It's a promising position.
Mbappe! Decent chance! It's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
After 37 minutes is number 9, Kylian Mbappe.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's
Ferran Torres! And it's hit the woodwork and out!
Palmer. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Stood up well to him there. It's a really well-measured ball.
Drills. Chance for a shot! Big chance! Oh, there was plenty on that.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Palmer. And 𝒂💏 And he's got the beating of his man.
Added time.
Robertson. And it's Neymar. No, not quite on the same wavelength. 𝒂💏. That's it, 45 minutes up. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Everyone, please.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
So that's it for the first half.
Impressive jump!
No, that's just wide.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Molina.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
This looks promising. Nicely weighted ball.
Oh, super ball! Ferran Torres! And that's a good finish. And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
After 50 minutes is number 11, Ferran Torres.
Taken back almost at once. Great, and he shoots! And he scores! Oh, but the flag's up.
Well, I think he knew, Peter, the way he sheepishly looked across.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Ricardo Rodriguez. Now, can they get him away? He's on it, can he get away? Ferran Torres is flagged offside. Just eases him off the ball. Saad. Mbappe is onto this. Good ball, good take. Can he get away here? Neither of these two want to come off second. Real chance! And it's in! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Number 9, Kylian Mbappe.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
And this is Ronaldo. Mbappe currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, they've set out to man-mark him now, but this is an embarrassment.
There's the shot! And that's in! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
After 61 minutes is number 9, Kylian Mbappe.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Fernandes. Over to the right flank. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. The less said about that pass, the better. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Neymar. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. And this is Ronaldo. Hakimi for Messi. Fernandes. That's going wide left. Neatly clipped into space. Oh, important interception. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Ferran Torres. Oh, that's neat. Ferran Torres driving forwards. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, it was pretty clear the manager's not been getting what he wants out of his players, so a substitution was going to come. I think it could have been sooner.
Palmer. Coming on to replace him is number 17, 𝒂𝒂💏
𝒂💏 not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. And it's Messi. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Rodri. Now it's Ferran Torres. Now it's Mbappe. Always goal side. Now this could be a chance. Drives it in. Who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. Time then for the first substitution of the game. Yamal to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Kalulu. Robertson. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Yamal. Bellingham. Played out towards the right wing. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Hakimi. And here's Yamal.
Layan Jari really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Gets a good foot in there. Molina. The final 5 minutes. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Bellingham. Ricardo Rodriguez. No way through, so back shot, surely! Loose has another go!
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Munich couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Messi. Number 26, Molina. Coming on the field, number 23,
𝒂💏
𝒂💏. Number
𝒂💏
6, substitution.
Neymar. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nicely aimed pass. And that is that. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Mbappe walking off with the spoils, richly deserved. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We're up and running then. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Someone I really like a lot, Peter, is Matthijs de Ligt. You can't get much better than him when it comes to taking the ball up the pitch, into midfield, and then linking up with his midfielders and his attackers, sometimes driving even further forward. He really is amongst the very best in the world.
Decent chance! There it is! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Benfica are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. 𝒂𝒏. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Fernandes. And it's Fernandes. Now it's Kane. Fernandes. Great vision. And it's been played through. He has found a way through. He's having a shot! And it's hoisted clear. Throw in. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. The referee has given a corner. Punched away. Now it's Bellingham. Bellingham! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Played it. And another try! Oh, off the bar. Nearly, but not quite.
Well, was he a little smarter then, Peter, than he needed to be? I'm not sure he needed to cut at his spine as he did. He had enough of the goal to aim at.
𝒂𝒏. Quarter of an hour played. And it's Messi. And he's in on goal. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Ferran Torres. That's a little off target.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
And they're quick to get it back. Now it's Ferran Torres. Fernandez! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring.
Goal!
What do you think now about that goal?
I love the technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
A case now of complete control.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Spread to the right. Oh, that's fabulous. Goes for a shot! He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Alexander-Arnold swung over. Now it's Messi. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Ferran Torres has it in a wide position. Getting up there! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
That was really good pressure. They did enough to put him off in the end.
Fernandez. And that interception was most necessary. He's had a shot! Laporte. It's Camavinga. Messi. What's going wide left? Now it's Messi. And he shoots! It's bounced back off the post. And he's following up. And that's in. This day becomes absolutely perfect. Utterly ideal. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. He's on it, can he get away? Great chance! And that's a tidy finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. This is a gloriously greedy performance.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Messi, Steaming on, and a shot! Oh, almost a sixth!
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Oh, looks like he's been taken out there.
Laporte clears. Shapes to shoot! And he hits the net. And they're threatening to fly away here.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And now he has two.
Número 24.
Laporte. And it's 𝒂𝒚𝒂𝒏.
Vamos ter 3 minutos de
Rodri
compensação.
does well to get it back. Now it's 𝒂𝒂𝒏. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. And this is Kane. Oh, that's a key interception. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Ferran Torres. There's the shot! No, it's wide.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
And the referee has signalled for half-time. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And so the action is resumed. 𝒂𝒚𝒂𝒏. And it's Kane. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rodri. Well timed, excellent interception. Van Dijk. Laporte. And Alexander-Arnold.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Bellingham. Bellingham on a strong run here. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Fernand. Can he finish? Well taken goal. And look at his joy. Is this not why we love the game?
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Fernandez under intense pressure.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Van Dijk. Camavinga. Almost an hour gone. And that's another good win of the ball. Ricardo Rodriguez. Fernandez. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Saad. And Ricardo Rodriguez. Played back to the goalkeeper. Saad. And it's Rodriguez. Ferran Torres. Shot could be off. Shoots! It's a goal! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Messi. Can he get on the end of this? Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Kane. It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. Incoming to Messi! Brought out the best in the keeper. Ferran Torres. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Ferran Torres. Now it's Bellingham. Now it's Ferran Torres. 75 minutes played. Now it's Kane. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Messi. Aimed beyond the defence. Now it's Mbappe. He is through here. Tries a shot!
Substituição para o Benfica. Número 18.
Benfica choosing to make the first change.
Vão dar os seus lugares a número 17, número 22.
Oh, this looks sharp. And now a sudden chance to counter. Pass is just off target. Alexander-Arnold. It's Camavinga. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Ferran Torres. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Camavinga. Now it's Messi. Tries to pass it through. Dealt with nicely by the defence.
Benfica truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
os 2 minutos de compensação.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Rodriguez crosses it in. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So straight into the action. Paris Saint-Germain have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3.
Can he finish? Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Someone I really like a lot, Peter, is Matthijs de Ligt. You can't get much better than him when it comes to taking the ball up the pitch into midfield and then linking up with his midfielders and his attackers, sometimes driving even further.
He's had a shot! Goal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
Après 9 minutes de jeu par le numéro 13, Messi.
Paris Saint-Germain are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Ferran Torres. Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Now it's Griezmann. And here's Ferran Torres. And he's in on goal. Chance, surely! And there's a goal. Again, in a trice. And they are soaring. It was thrashed in, the crispest of hits.
It would have taken something heroic from the keeper to get anything on that. The height was tricky enough, but the power, he had no chance.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Probing pass. Now it's Ferran Torres. He's got away. Crosses it. Header! Relentless! Just relentless! They are purring, truly purring. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
"3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an
And he shoots! It's in! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
And that means just one thing: match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Rodriguez cuts out the pass. Bellingham. Fernandez. That's really well manoeuvred. Tries to play it through. Decent chance! Mbappe! Irrepressible! About as smooth as it gets. And they're threatening to fly away here.
But inscrit.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Now it's Messi. Donnarumma claims comfortably. Looking for the run. Messi has the space to scheme. Great chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And again. That's a decent clearance. Played into the towering header. Decent chance, that is a fine delivery. Conte. And it's Rabiot. Now it's Cavani. Played into space. Now there's a fine ball. And the shot! Oh, crossbar! And it's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Le numéro 11.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Ferran Torres. Can he spark a counter here? And he's worked it through. Goes for a shot! Well taken goal. They are purring, truly purring.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Threads one in, takes a shot! And that's a good finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Le numéro 9.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue. There they go, hunting again.
He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Can he get it through? Space for him to turn and look. Donnarumma deals with that nice and simple. Valverde into the final 5 minutes of the first half. This looks promising. Distributed tidily. And it's Bentancur. And here's Griezmann. Now it's Mbappe. And he's picked out the run. Mendy gets over and intercepts. Not the most convincing of passes. Bellingham. Great vision. Shoots! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Messi. And now the breakaway. That's a cute ball. And he's definitely onside. Oh, good-looking ball. Ferran Torres tries to pass it through. Oh, now he can run away with it. Now, who's going to be first to this? So, a temporary halt to the action. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Munich really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So, into the second half. Rodriguez. He's a sharp little ball here. Bentancur. Now Griezmann. Conte. And it's Bentancur. Rabiot. Messi. Spread it left. Ferran Torres in acres of space out wide.
Well, the moans and groans.
Ferran Torres! Cleared without hesitation. Big chance! Oh, there was plenty on that.
Unsurprisingly, he's been quick to apologise. If you lean backwards, the results are normally high and wide.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's Messi. Griezmann. Ricardo Rodriguez. That has ended up in no man's land. Messi being hunted in packs.
Yeah, what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Mancini clears it away. Chance for a shot! Shot could be on. Mbappe! Conte. Oh, cracking ball. And Messi! And how good was that? That is a gem! An absolute gem! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
How many? Just how many? Conte. And it's Messi. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mbappe. And here's Fernandes. And the shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Griezmann. And the counter-attack could be on.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he get on the end of this? And the through ball. He's rising! And he hits the net! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
And now he has two. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, it's an interesting move, this, Peter. It just gives opposition defences a very different challenge. Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Ricardo Rodriguez. It's Bellingham. Fernandes. Nicely weighted ball. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. So we have movement on both benches.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 7. Pour le remplacer, le numéro 14. Changement en cours.
Fernandez. Ferran Torres. Rabiot. Some resolute defending there. Bellingham receives it in a good position here. Real chance! Oh, it rattles the bar! Valverde. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Lovely pass, but can he get... And the finish! And yes, it's there! The crowd demanded, and he was thrilled to oblige.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able. Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Now it's Mbappe. That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, super ball. Can he finish? And that's a tidy finish. And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Le numéro 19.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Caicedo. And he's being shifted off it. Now it's Garnacho. The final 5 minutes. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Good running, strong and purposeful. Now it's Garnacho. And it's Rodriguez. Oh, that's a great run he's made from deep. Chance! And that's in! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
And you can't blame them.
22. Il y aura 6 minutes de temps additionnel.
Griezmann. Yamal. Fernandez. And here's Yamal. Looking to play him in. And a chance! And no mistake!
And he celebrates his 30th goal.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Le numéro 9.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
And here's Mbappe. Rodri. Knocks it into space. Drills one in.
And time is up. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Mbappe, hat-trick scorer, massive game from him today. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the...
Very good evening to one and all.
D'autres objets souvenirs.